Over 200, she retained her.
Julien Alfred, the Olympic champion. Sha'Carri Richardson, the world champion, the pressure queen. One wears gold, the other wears hunger. Because when Alfred took the biggest title in sprinting, it didn't end the story, it lit the match. Tonight isn't just another meet, this is revenge, on a wet track, in cold air, where the margins get smaller and the pressure gets louder. And here's the danger. If Sha'Carri is close at 60 meters, she's already won the psychological battle, because the last 10 meters belong to her.
Got the small match of the Olympic champion, Julien Alfred, from St. Lucia's, cope with, not to mention, Sha'Carri Richardson of the USA. She's the silver medalist. This is Tamari Davis, fourth in the US Olympic trials. With the 1084 in shorts a couple of weeks ago. She's in fine form, the American, only 21. There is Daryll Neita, growing force, there's no doubt about it, at 28, fourth in the Olympic 100, fifth in the 200. She has a silver from the European Championships in Rome, Daryll, 1092 this year. There is Kambundji, Mujinga Kambundji, listen to that roar for the home girl. European champion in Rome over 200, she retained her title from Munich. She was sixth in the Olympic final in Paris, the same as in Tokyo 3 years back. There is Julien Alfred. Well, she won the world indoors in Glasgow over 60 meters. She is a quick starter, the St. Lucia athlete. She goes in four. The Olympic champion at 100, took a silver at 200, but hasn't raced since the Olympics when she won in a personal best of 10.72. And listen to that roar for Sha'Carri Richardson in lane 5. World number 1 this year with 10.71. She won here last year. The Olympic silver medalist, world champion last year. Dina Asher-Smith goes in 6th beside her, 4th in that Olympic 200. So angry with herself for going out in the semis of the 100, Dina, but improving. She won in Lausanne very impressively 2 weeks ago tonight in 10.88. Ta Lou Smith goes in lane 7. The Ivory Coast athlete, Côte d'Ivoire, very consistent, but always just shy of the medals. The prolific racer was chatting to her at lunchtime with her coach John Smith, still full of energy and enjoying her racing. Tia Clayton was 7th in Paris, over 100 metres, the youngest in the race. She's only 20, very good form. She won in Chortsov 11 days ago. Baspitaye of Gambia, the semi-finalist in the Olympic 200 metres, there goes in lane 9. Was also 6th in the World Championship 200 back in 2019. She's better at 200, although her personal best is 10.93. But this is where we expect the big racing to come from. Julien Alfred goes in 4, the Olympic champion up against the Olympic silver medalist Sha'Carri Richardson. Much smaller figure, Sha'Carri Richardson. There she is, second to right. Won here last year. And Richardson, well, the 7th fastest athlete in history, will want here to re-establish herself as world number 1. A little bit of an opportunity, if not for consolation, then for a degree of revenge here in the one-night Olympics, as they used to call this meeting. Davis in 1, Daryll Neita goes in 2, Kambundji in 3, Julien Alfred, the Olympic champion, in 4, Richardson in 5, Asher-Smith 6, Ta Lou 7, and Clayton in 8, with Bataille in 9. Alfred in the orange. Good start from Alfred. She's away now. Really good start from Dina Asher-Smith as well. Asher-Smith leading at the moment. Are they coming back at her? Yes, here comes Richardson. And Richardson takes it. Richardson and Alfred both easing past Asher-Smith in the last 20. And Richardson does get that little bit of revenge. She'd swap it 1,000 times for Olympic gold, of course. The winning time 10.84 in still air on a wet track on a coolish evening. Well, that'll do very nicely indeed. Good running from Asher-Smith. She was leading until about 85 meters. She's a fantastic form, is Dina. I feel as though, Steve, she's going to run out of races. She's still running so well, improving all the time, but she'll be frustrated then not to have at least split those two, if not got ahead of them. But Sha'Carri Richardson, well, she is the big-time competitor. She does love the pressure, feeds off the pressure. Won here last year and she started well, although I thought Julien Alfred, her pickup in the orange there, was the better, although certainly at halfway, Dina leading.
Yeah, it's a good point about Dina Asher-Smith. I mean, until about 15 metres to go, she's probably thinking, they're not catching me here. And, this is a part of the race where Dina is such a good starter, but she is now really moving through the gears in the race really well, and then staying with a good pace to the end and almost hanging on for the win here. But Richardson, the great competitor that she is, and you shouldn't really doubt that. Remember what she did in the World Championships in lane 9 last year, and yes, she couldn't catch Alfred at the Olympics, but tonight she was close enough, as you mentioned, after the start that the two of them got. It was close enough.
That's what sprinting is. Not just speed, identity. In one straight, you see everything. The courage to show up again, the strength to lose and return, and the heart to race the best in the world, in conditions that give you nothing for free. That's what sprinting is. Not just speed, identity. In one straight, you see everything. The courage to show up again, the strength to lose and return, and the heart to race the best in the world, in conditions that give you nothing for free. You're racing doubt. If you love stories like this, rivalries, revenge, and the moments that decide legacies, then subscribe right now, because we turn races into cinematic breakdowns you can feel. And if you want to support the channel and unlock deeper analysis, early uploads, and members-only content, hit join and become part of the community that lives for track and field. Because the stopwatch shows the time, but the rivalry shows the truth.